London in a square mile. But today, I'm going to be talking about a lady who has been hugely inspirational for Spitalfields Market. Now, it's run by the City of London, so it's not actually in the square mile. It's just around the corner, but it's run by the City of London Corporation, so it counts as the City of London. And if you are ever there on the last Thursday of every month, the third Thursday of every month, you will have seen the Colour Walk. Have you ever seen it, Salma?
I haven't, no.
It is very. I stumbled upon it a few months ago. I was in Spitalfields Market. I'm not very often there, but I was there, and I suddenly saw all these people walking through, dressed in crazy, zany, bright colours. They were all walking together, chatting, just walking through. Everybody was saying hello to them. Big group of them. More and more people joined on as they walked through, and I thought, what on earth is this? There were loads of people taking photos. There were people taking video. And I went over to somebody and I said, excuse me, what is this? And they said, oh, this is the Colour Walk. It's been going for 20 years. It's just a chance for people to wear colours, get together, walk together, and just like make the world a brighter place. The woman who started that is sitting right next to me. Sue Kreitzman, good morning. What an inspiration you are.
Good morning, darling. You're looking good today. Lots of color.
Oh, you can talk. Look at you. Right, let's describe what we're wearing, Salma. So Salma, I sent a picture right on my Instagram and my X, Twitter, whatever you call it. I'm wearing a red velvet top. I've got these crazy, amazing shoes on.
Shoes. Love your shoes.
Yeah, they are quite cool, aren't they? They're sort of red and floral and gold. But since I got to Sue's house, I'm now wearing a neck shrine. Sue's also wearing a neck shrine. She has one for every day of the week, probably one for every day of the decade.
For 2 lifetimes. Maybe 3. Yes, I'm a bit obsessive about them.
Yeah, so let me describe my neck shrine. It's never been worn before. You said I could choose one.
This is brand new. I haven't worn it either. This one, a friend of mine for my birthday gave me a heart with a croc on it. Croc as the crocs that you wear on your feet, because I love crocs. So this, I made a neck shrine around it. And if I say so myself, it's very, very nice.
It's a bright blue perspex kind of base, and then you've got the croc on it. That's the one I'm wearing, Salma, with all these jewels, pegs, and a little baby doll here with moving legs.
Yeah, I'm going to put a picture of it on my Instagram after we're finished so that everybody can see it.
In case anyone thinks they've woken up in a fever dream as they're hearing this on the radio, it is actually happening, people. Can you describe your neck shrine for me, Sue?
I'm wearing one that has a lot of fruit and veg on it, and my kimono, because I make all of these things, also has fruit and veg, and I thought I'd kind of reference my last career, which was cooking and writing cookbooks. So this is kind of double. It's about cooking and it's about color, because color is what I live for. So I've got fruit and veg. It's children's toys. I've got carrots, I've got apples, I've got tomatoes,
Sweet corn and a lemon.
Yeah, thank you, because you're looking at it. I just haven't read it.
Yeah. Right, let's rewind a second. Let's all rewind right back. Who is Sue Kreitzman? Please take us back for the last 80 or so years. I hope you don't mind me saying your age. It was your birthday last week, wasn't it?
I'm proud of my age. And at this age, I think I just turned 83, or maybe 84. I had a birthday last week. So I am
Who's counting?
I am a genuine old lady. But I always say I'm not really an old lady. I'm just cleverly disguised as one.
Yes.
Yeah, very cleverly. That includes sore knees and everything.
You are a vision, Sue. You've got pink hair. You've got your bright red glasses on with some black and white stripes on the top. You've got your amazing kimono that's got a black background with tomatoes on it. And you're wearing your neck shrine. If anybody does not know what Sue looks like, I'm going to take a picture, including you, Salma. You have to see what Sue looks like. Rewind for us then. Who is Sue Kreitzman? You just mentioned a career in cooking, and I've just said you're the founder of the Colour Walk. You have so many titles to your name: cook,
yeah,
chef, artist.
Yeah, I started as an oboe player and then a teacher.
An oboe player?
Yeah.
We didn't get to that bit.
Well, that's in the deep, dark past, but that got me a scholarship to university, so that was quite important. And then a teacher, and then a really good, long career as a cookbook writer, food writer, just a general cook, cooking on TV, cooked a lot on the BBC. But, years, maybe when I was 58, and I'm now 83 or 84, I was correcting the proofs of my 27th cookbook.
Wow.
I was always told I couldn't make art, although I always surrounded myself with color, and I made an art habitat for myself. But I always flunked art in school and at university, and every time I had to take an art class, I couldn't do what they wanted to do. So I was working on the proofs, and my hand picked up a scrap of paper and a marker, and I drew a mermaid on the scrap of paper. It had a fish for a hat. It was festooned. She was real. She was festooned with snakes. She looked at me. I looked at her.
Festooned with steaks.
Snakes.
Oh, steaks.
That
I
would
mean,
be fun.
anything's possible here.
No,
Was
no,
a cook. You were a cook
snakes.
before.
Yes, no, steaks. I don't think I've ever drawn a steak in my life. No, maybe that'll be next. Anyway, she looked at me. I looked at her. She was in charge. I never wrote another cookbook. I just became someone else, another person entirely. I became an artist, and I drew and I drew and I drew, and then I was painting, and then I was making sculptures, and eventually I started making neck shrines. So this is over a period of 20 odd years, from 58 to 83.
Wow.
So I am fully an artiste now, but I guess you'd call me an outsider artist because I am untutored. I make up my own rules. I make up my own materials. I use a lot of junk materials and found objects. And it has turned into the most colorful and exciting life you can imagine. I was born with a rainbow in my head. I've always loved color.
I love that. I love that. Let's explain what the neck shrines are. So I didn't know what to. I think I called them a collar before, a neck collar, but
Honey, it ain't no collar.
Right.
We don't call it a collar. We call it a neck shrine. And it is actually, it's art to wear around your neck. It is a shrine to wear around your neck.
Oh, somebody's calling Sue right now, probably to tell her that she's on the radio. This is it. You see, she's taking a call live on the radio.
I
folks.
love that.
This is
like,
what happens.
This is live radio at its best.
She's just put the phone down on them. Whoever you are calling, she's live. She can't talk to you right now. She's busy. She's busy. Oh, she's not put them down. No.
She should take the call live
This
on
is
air. Why
hilarious.
not? Let's
She
do
could-
the whole
she almost
thing
did.
live on air.
Exactly. Right, Sue, hang on, go back. So stop calling her, people, if you're listening. She's on, right? She's on live. Sue, go back. Yeah, so neck shrines. It's not a neck shrine, honey. That's what you said to me.
You said it's not a collar, honey. It's a neck shrine. It is art to wear around your neck. It is a shrine. The one you're wearing is shrine to footwear. Sometimes they're quite spiritual. Sometimes they're playful. The one I'm wearing here is a shrine to food because my kimono is also kind of a shrine to food. So everything has a meaning. And everything is very, very colorful. And they're all cultural mashups because I like to use things from various cultures. And I'm especially interested in the female landscape. And I'm interested in the diaspora, people who come from somewhere else. There are so many people who come from somewhere else, including me. I come from New York City. And who've ended up here or New York City. I grew up in New York, very diverse. I like diversity and I like to show it in my art.
Yeah.
And
I could see that you're very inspired by, for example, Mexico, and you've got lots of you've got Indian goddesses and gods and things in there, haven't you?
yeah, mostly goddesses. I don't pay too much attention to the gods. They can take care of themselves. No, I'm interested in the goddesses. And, I have these goddess phones all over the place. I'm famous for my
Yes.
neck shrines. My goddess phones, you can call a goddess when you need a goddess. Sometimes when times are really, really bad, the line is always busy. But you just keep trying, and eventually you would get to a goddess. So I have all these fantasies, and they keep me going.
I love the fact that you said to me a little earlier, you'd been everywhere. You've come from America, you've come from the US, New York. You've been to Cambridge. That's where your husband was a professor. But you feel that London is your home. Why?
London, there's something about the East End in particular. And I remember I was looking for a place because once my son went to university, I was much freer and I could find myself a place in London. And I looked and looked and looked and looked. And I got off the tube at Mile End and I walked to Roman Road and I turned onto Roman Road and I had the oddest feeling that I was home. It just felt so right to me. I'm not sure why. Well, it has turned out to be true. And I found a place here, and I've been here for 25 plus years. The thing is, in the East End, anything goes. I've been considered very weird when I was a faculty wife in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh my goodness, I did not go well at all.
We always dressed in this way, very, very colourfully, even though you weren't an artist.
Always painted my house, always had a lot of folk art around.
Did you always have pink hair?
Sorry?
Did you always have pink hair?
No, that's since my hair went very silver. I put in the thing. I used to have hair that was very dark brown, almost black. I always had nice hair all my life. But pink happened a few years ago. I'm 83. I can do anything I want. And I love my silver hair, but we just have this little boing of, it's sort of scarlet, almost scarlet.
Yeah.
I can do anything I want. And so can you, honey. You're going to be a great old lady. I can see it in your face.
I love that. I'm going to be a great old lady, Salma. Can you believe that?
I really
I
can.
love the... Well, thank you. She can believe it. That's lovely. Let's talk about how you started the colour walk at Spitalfields Market, though, which has now become a bit of a phenomenon. And if anybody wants to sit, they can just come along, can't they?
So I'll just say this month, November, we're going to be the 4th Thursday. Just this month, 4th Thursday. Then we go back to the 3rd Thursday. And it started by accident because I love flea markets. Absolutely adore flea markets. And a flea market opened in Old Spitalfield, an old-fashioned flea market, Old Spitalfields Market, about 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I went, of course. I always dress in colors. I always have mad jewelry and neckties and so on. And I would go, and friends, I have a lot of artist friends who also dress in a very fantastic, colorful way. And they would come with me and we'd wander. So it was an accidental thing. It just sort of happened. And as the years went by, more and more people joined us. But we were very unorganized. It was like a color walk every single Thursday because Thursday is flea market day. And I recommend any Thursday, the flea market is fantastic. I will be there if I'm in town. My friends will be there. But we did. My friend Florent Boudoir, bless his heart.
I have a picture of him on my Instagram. He was one of the people that I saw on that very first colour walk that I came to. Amazing looking person, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I am the soul of the color walk. He's kind of the godfather of the color walk because he said, let's make this logical. Let's have it on a certain day every month. And we said the 3rd Thursday. Again, I'll say not this month the 4th, but the 3rd Thursday. And he set up a Facebook page. So he made us logical. We made sense after that. And it's become bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's almost uncontrollable now. We can have up to 100 people and almost as many photographers. We've been on CNN. We've been on Japanese TV.
And on that note, you're going to be on BBC London News tonight.
Hooray!
Yeah, so we did some pre-filming with Sue last week on the 3rd Thursday of the month, and you can see the results of that on telly tonight. I mean, are the viewers ready for this? I don't know.
It was actually my birthday color walk, that last one, and it was riotous. It was absolutely riotous. But we're always riotous, and everybody really rises to the occasion. They get dressed, lots of color. Some people wear headdresses. I can't begin to describe it. You have to come see it. And we don't actually walk. That's the thing. We're a color walk, but we shuffle, we stagger. We do. My main ethos of the color walk is support the flea market, support small traders, support small businesses. So we wander around. We buy things for our outfits, for our work. Many artists are in the color walk. And we admire each other, and we pose for the cameras, and we pose for each other. We drink coffee. We drink a lot of caffeine gets consumed.
I got coffee this morning, special New York coffee.
It's coffee, and it
Coffee.
is essential nutrients.
Yeah.
So it's not a walk per se; it's a gathering. But I do say, please, if you're going to come, support the market, shop the market. Most wonderful traders. The food is good too. There are a lot of food carts, and the food is quite nice. So you can make a day of it.
Absolutely.
Very exciting.
Well, I just think, don't you, Salma, that I love the fact that Sue is an inspiration for women, I guess, but also the fact that you can start a whole new career at age 58.
Absolutely.
I mean, who knows?
Absolutely.
I've got a few years to go to that, but I could be in a whole new career by then.
You know what?
I could be an artist.
If anyone could, it
It's
would
never
be
over
you.
until it's over. This is what I always say. People say that 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, that kind of strangles you a little bit. You always have to be ready. A little window may open. And don't ignore that little breath of air, that little glimmer of light. You never know what it's going to bring you. It brought me something I never dreamt in my entire life that I would have. I always say, I'm living something on my bucket list that I didn't even know I had. I never could imagine that I would become, I've exhibited my stuff all over the world. I'm actually quite well known as an artist. How did that happen? Almost by accident. And the color walk was kind of an accident too. So things happen when you don't expect them to happen. It's very exciting.
Oh, goodness. Sue Kreitzman there, everybody, giving us a breath of inspiration and a burst of colour on the radio this morning. How about that?
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Sue. I feel inspired and mainly also inspired to wear something colourful today.